Hello traders, Jason here with swinghigh.com. It is Tuesday, November 10th, 2009, and the markets are closed pretty much neutral. If you remember my halftime report today, I was talking about how we might have a shooting star reversal pattern. Well, we came down here and tagged 109 almost to the penny, found support there, which is perfect, and rode back up to the middle of the range between 109 and 110, which are some big support and resistance areas. So the markets are behaving. We have a doji on the daily chart of SPY, which I'll talk about in a second. But in general, this is good that we're seeing resistance here at 110 like we expected. So SPY barely up, only 0.02%. The Dow Jones 0.26%. The NASDAQ up 0.25%. The financials down 0.34%. The Russells also down 0.62%. So the financials and Russells, continued to show relative weakness throughout the day, finishing much lower than the other indexes. So that is a bearish case going into tomorrow, with those two leading indexes being much weaker today. Here's the tick. As you can see, we started slightly positive, drifted towards negative territory in the middle of the day, and finished positive to neutral, corroborating nicely the moves we saw in the markets. The trend was very nicely bearish around the time of my halftime report, and throughout the day it drifted lower back towards neutral territory and finished almost exactly neutral. So that is also corroborating today's moves nicely. The VIX, interesting action in the VIX, although it's not too surprising to see the VIX as indecisive as the markets on a day when there wasn't really any movement in any one direction or the other. At least there was no conviction. The VIX was up today. Earlier in my halftime report, it was up about, if I recall correctly, 0.8%. And I was talking about how it wasn't really following the markets today, and the VIX finished down 1.3%. So with that move in the VIX, I would have expected most of the markets to be up 0.3%, but just wasn't really corroborating today. So the VIX does tell me that fear is leaving the markets at this level, probably because we didn't crash today after pulling back from that 110 mark. So there is a little less fear here going into the close today, and we'll see how that carries over into tomorrow's trading. Let's look at SPY on the broader time frame, the daily chart. As you can see, back here we were hoping for the head and shoulders last week. Yesterday we came out and crushed that formation, so much for that. Now we can hope for a double top here, and that would be a strong bearish formation, a good reversal pattern. I thought we might have gotten that today. In fact, we still could. Today's candlestick is a doji, and after a big run-up like the one we've seen over the past week, a doji could mean a reversal. And volume today was a little less than average, so things could be turning around here, and that would be the beginnings of a double top formation. For the double top to be confirmed on SPY, I would need to see a break below 103.08, and then after that we'd have immediate resistance coming up at 102. So we'll see how that plays out. More important right now is the 110 area, and to see how the market takes that apart. Sorry about that little pop-up there. So anyway, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow with that 110 area, and we'll go from there. Thanks for being a part of swinghigh.com. I'll talk to you tomorrow.